Hello, this is X here, welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today we're going to be looking at the 10 best monster cards or types ever released. This is slightly based on opinion, and of course if there's anything which you recommend or believe that I got wrong, please mention in the description down below. Number 10. The Yu-Gi-Oh monster card set. So these cards have appeared in many episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh GX, and they originally appeared in the Yu-Gi-Oh TCG in 2008 in the Phantom Darkness expansion set. So these cards are mainly so good because they all face combat destroyed by battle. They when they attack your opponent's monsters, do damage to your opponent and then destroy that card. The whole lane of them is very, very good and very simple to get out. So basically just summon them. Oh yeah, obviously U-Bell summons U-Bell Incarnate, and the next one summons the Ultimate Nightmare. So yeah, these cards are very powerful, especially back in the day, and still very good today as well. Relatively easy to be destroyed by card effects, which is one of the higher on this list. Number 9. The 3 Sacred Beasts. Now these cards were all originally released in 2006 through the Shadow of Infinity set. And the reason that these cards are so good, I say their effects are very similar to God cards. Yuri of course being similar to Slifer. So for this one it gains 1,000 attacks for each used trap card. So this is where slightly different ways to trap for spell cards and monster cards, I believe. And then you can target one spell track and trigger opponent controls and destroy that card. So Yuri, based on it's summoned by traps and destroys spell cards, which again I say very, very useful of course. Then we have the Hamon Lord of Striking Thunder, which is summoned by continuous spell cards and inflicts 1,000 damage to your opponent if it destroys a monster by battle, similar to Ra. And of course the final one, which of course is Raviel, Lord of Phantasms, if I've said that correct, which is summoned by 3 fiend monsters and special summons 1 Phantasm token every single turn for each monster summoned. Each time your opponent normal summons, sorry. But it can't declare the attack the turn it uses this effect, and of course once returned tribute to monster, and this card gains attack similar to that Obelisk. Again, very good set of cards. Number 8. The Elemental Hero monster card set. So these things are extremely powerful. Spend a little bit more in a bit. So of course these were first released in the Lost Millennium expansion, which was released in 2005, that long ago. And the Elemental Heroes, they can combine into all sorts of different monsters which have a bunch of insane effects. So the decks were incredibly powerful, featured heavily of course in Yu-Gi-Oh GX. And just overall had so many different possibilities and decks you could use. They were, back in their day, they were near unstoppable. They're still being released in sets today. Shows how much of a legacy they have, in my opinion. Number 7. The Egyptian God cards. Of course, everybody knows these cards because they are simply amazing. These cards were released in TCG sets in 2010 with the Legendary Collection, but of course were given out in the GBA promos, which were released in the early 2000s. So in case you don't know, Slifer the Sky Dragon, Obelisk the Tormentor, and the Winged Dragon of Ra, in my personal opinion, are one of the best 3 monster sets that were produced. So we've got Slifer the Sky Dragon, which produces monsters by 2,000 attack once summoned, and if it reduces them to zero, they're destroyed. Winged Dragon of Ra, you sacrifice life points when summoned, and it gains attack equal to life points you're given, and you can inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent every turn. And of course, Obelisk the Tormentor, which you can sacrifice monsters and increase its attack in order to obliterate your opponent. Just great cards. Number 6. Number 39, Utopia. This was originally released in 2011 in the starter deck Dawn of the Xyz deck. So the reason that this card is on this list is because it has simply so many variations you can go to. Once it's been Xyz summoned, it has a huge variety of different decks and techniques that can be used in it. If I simply felt like watch is why it is as high as it is on this list. As I said, there's so many angle combinations you can do with this card. It just makes it insanely powerful in any deck, which of course uses Xyz. Number 5. Exodia the Forbidden One. Of course everybody loves Exodia. This was first released of course in the first set of Yu-Gi-Oh, which was Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon in 2004, or in North America 2002. And of course this card is just so awesome because it has an instant win condition on it. So if you get all 5 in your hand, you instantly win the duel. There are so many different ways that you can use this in a deck in order to get the instant win, such as delay, using the Exodia support, which has recently come out, to get it into your hand. So many different ways, and of course it's just Exodia, which puts it high on this list anyway. So awesome cards, of course. Number 4. Effort the Heavenly Monarch. So this card was originally released in 2016 with the Emperor of Darkness structure deck. And the reason this card is so insane is because it is the main staple, or once was, it still is, to the Monarch deck. So in case you don't know what it does, you can tribute summon this card by tribute summon one tribute summoned monster. And if this card tribute summoned, send 2 Monarch spell cards from your hand, different names from your hand or deck to the graveyard, special summon a Monarch card from your deck, turn it to your hand at the end of the end phase. But the reason it makes it so good is because during your opponent's main phase, if you have this card in your hand, you can banish 1 Monarch spell card or trap card which you have in your graveyard, and then tribute summon this card, which in turn activates its original effect to send 2 spell trap cards from your hand or deck to go to special summon another Monarch. So your opponent's turn, you can summon 2 cards to the field. Insane. Number 3, Goyo Guardian. Now this card was originally released in 2008 in the Duelist Genesis expansion pack. In case you don't know what this card does, it essentially steals your opponent's monsters and makes them fight for you. So it costs 1 over 2 non-1 non-tuner monster. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle sends it to the graveyard, special summon that monster to your field in defense position. So it not only provides you more monsters that you can possibly attack with next turn, it also provides you with more defense if this card, say, does get destroyed in your next turn. Amazing card, just unlimited possibilities. And of course, for guessing which card you do destroy, can get you some extremely nice effects as well. Number 2, Cyber Dragon Infinity. This card was originally released in 2016 with the Breakers of Shadow expansion set. Now, this card is insanely powerful because it can be easily special summoned using the effect of Cyber Dragon Nova, which is the main way you get this out, 2 level 4s. So this card gains 200 attack for each material on it, and once returning you target 1 face-up attack as your monster on the field attached to this card as a material. That includes your opponent, so you can steal your opponent's card. And once per turn you can attach 1 material from this card and negate the activation and destroy it. Insanely powerful, prevents your opponent from doing so much stuff and potentially get a really high attack value. Just an amazing card for nearly enough any deck. And number 1, of course it had to be Performer Pearl monsters. These are all insane, to be honest. They were originally released in 2014, most of them released in the Duelist Alliance set, and of course released for a while after that. So these cards have created some of the most powerful decks that the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG has ever seen, and continues to do today. They're just unbelievably powerful that cannot be explained. I said some of the number 1 ranked decks have been Performer Pearl decks. So the reason these things have got to be in number 1, they are one of the most consistent, most powerful decks that the TCG has ever seen. Simple as, that's why they've got to be in number 1. They're insanely powerful cards. Okay, so that's it for this video. So if you enjoyed, don't forget to punch the like button, leave a comment down below, of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also most, follow me on Twitter, link down below as always. So last video to say, thank you so much for watching. I've been StarKS, so see you in the next Yu-Gi-Oh! video.